like to talk a little bit about Asia and Canada, Latin America, how three parts can work together. The second part will be Chinese economic strategy, how we can serve to promote this kind of cooperation at the current world situation. Asia has been the fastest growing region in the world for many years. According to Asia Development Bank, Asia's growth rate in 2016 is estimated 5.6% and is expected to grow by 5.7% this year. They are higher than any other regions. It was reported that by 2020, the members of middle-class people in Asia will reach 1.7 billion, representing 54% of the world's total middle class and 42% of the world's total consumption. Currently, the Asian region annually invests about $881 billion in infrastructure. If the region is to maintain its growth momentum, eradicate poverty, and respond to climate change, it will need 26 trillion from 2016 to 2030, or 1.7 trillion per year. There is a big gap between investment needs and current investment levels. That also spells great opportunities for countries both inside and outside the region. Furthermore, 16 major nations in the region have been conducting negotiations on regional comprehensive economic partnership, we call RCEP. RCEP was initiated by the ASEAN countries and covers half of the world's population. With the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement uncertain, RCEP is attracting attention as a touchstone for the future of free trade around the world. The latest round of negotiation was held in Kobe, Japan, from late last month to early this month. Remaining negotiations are expected to complete by the end of this year. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to see that Canada attaches importance to developing relations with the Asian region, and the efforts have brought good returns. For example, the share of Canada-Asia trade out of its total has increased from about 8% to around 16% in recent years. With the wave of trade protectionism and anti-globalization rhetoric sweeping the United States and Europe, who are Canadians' traditional trade partners, Canada places its economic policy around and forward to Asia. I believe it will contribute significantly to the prosperity of Canada. For its ideal geographical location, Canada serves as a bridge connecting Asia and Latin America. In terms of tourism, it takes about 9 hours by flight from China to Canada, and it takes about a little bit more than 10 hours outwards to Latin America. Canada is a good stopover place for to go for a few days sightseeing and get rid of jet lag at the same time for international tourists. The aircraft also needs to refuel. Recently, Air China expanded the flight from Canada to Cuba. China Southern, I noticed the manager is here, Madam Chen Xiaohong. China Southern will launch from Vancouver to Mexico next month. According to Statistics Canada, in January, tourists from China increased 55.8%, Mexico 37.4%, Australia 36.7%, South Korea 91%, India 17%. As Canada borders with 14 countries in Asia, those airlines connect Asia with Latin American countries through Canada. A few weeks ago, Pakistan Consul General Mohammad Tariq took Air China to Beijing and changed flights back to Pakistan. Every time I was at an airport, I used to see a large crowd of Chinese passengers arrive. And I know that's Air China arrive here. But nowadays, when I went to the airport, if I see a large crowd of passengers from India and Pakistan, and I know that's Air China. As lots of people like to take the route via China to Canada from Asia. In 2016, over 610,000 tourists from mainland China visited Canada, and 740 and 800 Canadian tourists visited China. There were about 3,700 people moving two ways between the two countries every day on the average. The above mentioned created 150 to 200 jobs in YVR directly, 300 to 400 for local hotels, etc. indirectly in BC. Secondly, I would like to take this opportunity to brief on China's One Belt and One Road initiative and its connection with Canada as well. China has been remarkable achievements